This continuous improvement in AMD technology means it's dangerous to rely on teraflops as an absolute indicator of performance, and CU count should be avoided as well. In the case of CPUs, we all understand this. The PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5 each have 8 CPUs, but we never think that meant the capabilities and performance are equal. It's the same for CUs. For one thing, they've been getting much larger over time. Adding new features means adding lots of transistors.
Sony tried to warn all of y'all that the PS5 was going to dominate. He said, pump your brakes on the T-flops. All the number talk was a big mistake. It sounds good, but don't tell it all. Leaving more for fans to insinuate. Everything needs to work together for the architecture to be truly great. The SSD is super fast, but the bottlenecks had to be removed. The custom I/O was born with the crack MD compression as another tool. Back compat for the people looking for 1,000 titles, I guess it's cool. Ultra HD for the Blu-ray, so the movie nights I'm looking forward to. AMD with the smart shift. PS5 should be super quiet, no more jet engines in the game room. I'm a gamer fam, not a freaking pilot. 8 cores of Zen 2 in the CPU that's super fast. Hardware for the ray tracing and the GPU that's built to last. Waiting at the midnight launch, standing in line. I'm so excited for PS5. So many games I want to try. Ratchet and Clank got me so high for PS5. I'm so high. I'm so high for PS5. DualSense is revolutionary and futuristic with the two tones. The create button is the new wave because the share button got super cloned by the Switch first. Now the Xbox is late to the party as usual. When it's gym start and the games drop, RIP is funeral. Haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, can't wait to finally get my hands on it. Mic built in the controller now. Look at just how far gaming tech has come. No loading screen, streaming bigger textures, but we can't forget the Tempest engine revolutionizing gaming audio. No extra hardware or subscriptions. PlayStation is the best brand, hands down, they killing it. 24 mil in 5 days, that's a ton of views for revealing it. Bigger worlds with more immersion, what a time to be alive. Play has no limits, bruh, that's why I'm getting a PS5. Waiting at the midnight launch, standing in line. I'm so excited for PS5. So many games I want to try. Ratchet and Clank got me so high for PS5. I'm so high. I'm so high for PS5. Miles Morales coming 2020. Can't wait to see the new tech features. Fighting crime, big boss battles in 4K for the pixel people. Gran Turismo 7, the best racing sim ever created. 120 on the FPS, 240 if they get real creative. Horizon 2 is the benchmark for all games coming next gen. Gorilla has outdone themselves. They want all the smoke from the competition. Demon Souls look insane. Astrobot looking real crisp. Sackboy on another level. Returnal got me like holy shit. Housemarque did it from arcade to AAA big banger status. Destruction all stars coming through, causing mayhem and wreaking havoc. Team the bridge of spirits. Little Devil on the inside. Godfall plus many more games coming at launch on PS5. Waiting at the midnight launch, standing in line. I'm so excited for PS5. So many games I want to try. Ratchet and Clank got me so high for PS5. I'm so high. I'm so high for PS5.
Hopefully, I've been able to illustrate a bit about our design and decision-making process today, and why PlayStation 5 has the feature set that it does. Now comes the fun part. We get to see how the development community takes advantage of that feature set. I'm hoping for the completely unexpected. Will it come from audio, ray tracing, the capabilities of the SSD, or something else? I guess we'll find out soon enough. Thank you for your time today.
Oh my goodness. Big shout outs to Sick Humor for that Grammy worthy song. The real PS5 anthem. Oh my goodness. I gotta tell you, man. I gotta tell you, the song was a masterpiece. I mean, did you listen to the lyrics? And did you listen to the one and only Mark Cerny at the very beginning of that song? I mean, you need to go back and re-listen to the song. And like I always do, I'm going to leave the links in the description below. Okay? Go take a listen. He was already dismissing the big T-flop war that, you know, Xbox was trying to start because they already knew they didn't have no games. So now their main focus was on the power, the T-flops. Mark Cerny told you. Is very dangerous. I mean, damn. It's only day 2 of 2025. This is day 2, people. I'm gonna remind you. This is only the second day. Now that is what you call straight facts. So big shout outs to Sick Humor and big shout outs to King Thrash. Y'all know how we do over here. Now let's get on with the show, shall we? Anyways, I'm going to begin with a little bit of information that someone here, I don't know, but he got a check. He got a check next to his name. I don't know, but he just decided to do this on the second day of January. I don't know why, but here we are. Now check this out. He's saying over here that PlayStation only made a profit of $2 billion in 2023, and that's why they can't buy anybody. So he's saying that there's $2 billion in operating income in 2023. So he's saying that this is the amount of money that Sony made in 2023. Okay? But keep this in mind. In operating income. Okay? Now let me take you back. Let's go back to King Thrash documentary of the Xbox, because I was telling you, and I'm gonna keep telling you, if you haven't watched the Xbox documentary on King Thrash channel, I highly suggest you go and take a look at that thing. By the time you finish watching the entire documentary, because I finished it already, you're gonna come out of there looking at the Xbox fans like they're delusional. And granted, I'm just starting to see all of the this documentary. I just bumped into it. So I started watching it I think it was like 4 days ago, I think it was, or like 5 days ago that I began watching that documentary. It's crazy. But anyways, pay attention, because he's going to break this down for you. Oh, yeah. And here we are. Get your first month for $1. Let's go.
Brag about something that they don't know nothing about. Okay? So let me break this shit down really quickly. All right? This isn't Xbox's numbers that I have up here on the screen right now. This is just an example of what revenue is. It's still Microsoft and everything, but revenue, operating income, and net income are 3 different things. Revenue is the money that you get straight from customers' hands into your pocket. After everything is done, this is what you pay. If I buy a game for $25, whatever they get out of that $25, that's the revenue. Whatever it was, let's just say, for example, they made $35 billion off of that. Operating income is the price that they pay for expenses, things like shipping shit or machine building computers, and or paying your fucking light bill inside the building. Just all those things in one. Their operating income, the amount of money it took for them to operate their business was $13 billion. Next.
Did you just listen to that? He's making it very simple, people. It ain't that hard to tell. So when you cross back over here, this is telling you that Sony only spent $2 billion to operate. He's saying that this is the profit that Sony made in 2023. You see where we heading at? But let's keep going. Keep paying attention.
Income was 10.8 billion. Okay, so your revenue went from 35 billion to 10.8 billion, and it still increased 22%. That take-home money was 10.8 billion. All right, now
the take-home money was 10.8 billion out of the 35 that it received in revenue. The take-home, I guess, I don't know what happened. Like, I guess they paid taxes or whatever they had to pay off. I don't know, but the amount of money that they were able to take home with them was 10.8 billion. Now let's go back over here. So they had a revenue of 29.8 billion. Okay. So the company's game and network services division, which includes PlayStation, saw a 17% increase in net sales year on year to $27.5 billion, people. Oh, yes. You're reading that correctly. Okay. So this is just a quick reminder, because I don't know why information is going around social media is like claiming like if Sony was broke. Don't you get that feeling like everybody just talks about Sony, like PlayStation, like if they're broke for some reason, especially after what happened with Concord, right? Now the talk was all like they took that L, and it's like Sony's going down because now they're broke because Concord failed tremendously. That's how they put it to you. So now you're probably thinking like, yo, Sony's broke. Like they lost all that money with Concord. They got to be broke. And at the same time, I forgot the amount of money that he mentioned, but I believe it was Hiroki Totoki that came out and said that they still have a side put. They have money put to the side just in case they need to acquire another studio or things of that nature. I just forgot the exact number that he mentioned, but y'all know what I'm talking about. So how can you have money aside and you over here claiming that they're broke? That's extra money that they have on the side just in case. But anyways, right? Let's get on with the show today, people. Big shout outs to King Thrash. Once again, I will be leaving that link in the description as well. And shout outs to Sick Humor for that Grammy worthy of a nominated song that he did, which is the PlayStation 5 anthem. Oh, yes. But let's get on with the show, people. You see, we have here, people, Microsoft, aka one of the worst corporations I have ever seen in my entire life of living. These people don't know what the hell to do. I mean, what is going on here? I don't get it. I don't get it. It's only the second day of 2025, people. It's only the second day. We got some breaking news yesterday. I don't know if you saw my videos yesterday. And here we are today. So, a Master Chief, think about this. A Master Chief and Doom Slayer crossover episode was pitched for a secret level, and Microsoft said, nah, we good. Yo, Amazon, yo, we good. We don't need you. We good. We over here. I mean, who does things like this? I don't understand. And this is via Collider, by the way. Just in case y'all want to come up in here talking about, who said that? Oh, that's a rumor. This is via Collider. A very reliable source. Collider ain't gonna put their reputation out there for no reason. It's not gonna work like that. They're a very trusted and reliable source. So if it's coming from Collider, that means it happened. Now, when you look at this picture, I mean, look at this thing. Could you, first of all, secret level on Amazon, if you in the gaming industry and you love video games and you haven't seen it, you need to go and see it like today. Because those episodes are phenomenal. The Dungeons and Dragons is fire. The Sifu, fire. The Mega Man one is fire. Which one else was up in there? The Space Marine 2 Warhammer episode was absolutely epic. I wish they would have just continued on and made a full movie out of that episode. It was that good. Crazy. And what else they had up in there? The Concord episode. Now let me just speak on this real quick. When you see that episode, it's like you could almost tell like what could have been. Like and this is the thing that I be saying, like one or two simple mistakes could ruin your product. So everything is crucial when you making a certain product. When you see that episode and now you just think back to Concord, if it just wasn't that live service multiplayer game that they were trying to tackle, like Overwatch and things like that, and if they would have focused on a co-op campaign, a video game first, and have a multiplayer section attached to it, like after you finish your campaign, you could jump into multiplayer and do what you got to do, the game would have been straight success. It would have been a banger. But little mistake, one or two simple mistakes could mess everything up. And the second mistake was the characters. When you look at the episode in secret level, spoiler alert, okay? Spoiler alert. So I'm gonna give you 3 seconds. If you don't want to get spoiled, okay? 1, 2, 3. Now, in this episode of Concord, they don't use the characters that are in the game. This is why I know when you watch the episode, you're going to see what I'm talking about. They used different characters. So even if they would have used like characters that are in this episode, the game would have succeeded. 2 things that you had to change, and the game would have I feel the game would have easily sold like 5 million copies. No lie. If they would have just made a co-op campaign and put the multiplayer on the side, and if they would have ran with the characters that they gave us in that episode, the game would have taken off. Because the gameplay itself for the game, it was phenomenal. You could feel that there was money put into the game. Like you could feel it. It's not like these Overwatch free to play games, First Descendant, that if it just feels like crap, like the movements ain't right, is always stuttering, overheat. Like the Concord gameplay was really good. It was like up to par, like with Call of Duty, as far as the gameplay and the gunplay and things like that. You could tell it was money behind it. But anyways, let's get back to the subject that matter here. Once you watch, I say all that because once you watch these episodes, and now you come back over here and you look at this picture. Okay, just take a look at it. This is something that Microsoft robbed us from. Watching an episode with the Master Chief himself and the Doom Slayer. It's crazy. I can't even imagine the type of episode that they would have created with Master Chief and Doomslayer. I can't even, and I would hope it would have been like a 45-minute episode, because the episodes vary from like 9 minutes, some are 15, some are 20, some are, it varies. If this would have came on, I would have hoped they would have made it at least 45 minutes. Because I know after watching the secret level and just seeing this picture, I know for a fact that they would have killed it. Just like they did with Space Marine 2. It would have been something special, people. And Microsoft robbed us from that. It's crazy. But that's the company that y'all decide, to cheer on and continue to support. And then they turn around and do something like this. It's crazy. I cannot believe it. But I'm going to leave this right here. This is ridiculous. Now check this out. Shout outs to Nib, right? Let's continue on. Shout outs to Nib, right? And this is what he has to say. Now, real quick, remember yesterday we reported that the developer of Game Science for Black Myth came out saying that the game is not on there because of the Series S with the 10 gigabytes of memory and things of that nature, right? So, after that came out, here we are. As expected, a bunch of Xbox come out. Oh, he's lying. That's not true. No. That's not true. He's lying. I mean, it's incredible. Yo, the game developer himself came out and said this. It wasn't a rumor. It wasn't something that I heard from this person or that person. The game developer himself came out and said it. And these people came out talking about that he's lying. But the same thing happened last year with Baldur's Gate 3. See, now, I wasn't around when that one happened with Baldur's Gate. So somebody's going to have to let me know when that happened. Was that the same? Were they saying the same thing as far as the developers of Baldur's Gate, that they're lying, that they don't want to put it on Xbox or something? I don't know. But anyways, this is what Nib had to say. Okay. In what world is Stalker 2 more technically demanding? LOL. Because this is what it was talking about. It's open world, sure, but in terms of environmental and geometric complexity and density, GI, lighting, shadows, character models, animation complexity, scope and scale of enemies, effects, physics-based particles, and volumetrics, and so on and so forth, Black Myth Wukong is well ahead. I mean, my goodness, I couldn't have said that any better. You can even traverse in often vast maps at considerably faster velocity on the flying cloud, in case you didn't know. Okay? You could do that too in the game. Hence, the asset/memory streaming demand can be much greater too. Hell, Stalker 2 doesn't even have graphical features that were in games multiple generations ago, like shadow casting from light sources like muzzle flare, torchlight, fires, etc. In that sense, aspects of Black Myth Wukong are several generations ahead. I mean, this is incredible. There's a reason Digital Foundry said Black Myth Wukong was one of the best looking games of the generation and would have been top 3 best graphics of the year if it didn't have performance and stuttering issues, whereas Stalker 2 didn't even make the top graphics list. I mean, my goodness. He couldn't have put this any better. He said it all right there. I mean, I don't understand. I don't get it. The developer he even felt bad for the Xbox community. He said it feels wrong because, being that this is their first AAA game, Xbox wants game signs to go all out to try to put this game on the Series S. I'm not going to do that. If I'm game, this is my first AAA game. Do you understand the amount of pressure that was on this development team to bring this game to us? Okay, after all the hype, I don't gotta explain that anymore. I told you a million times. The type of hype that this game had around it, they had to get it right, especially after all the hate that it was receiving. They had to get it right, because if they didn't, it was over. This is the first Chinese developers coming in the game with their first AAA game. They were used to making mobile games, and here they are. And Phil Spencer wants them to break their necks just to put their game on that weak ass Series S. Nobody trying to do that. These ain't lazy developers like your first party Xbox games that just want to throw everything out with 30 frames per second. They not trying to do that. Yo, shit is crazy. Yo, it's crazy out here for real. Like, when I saw that, I couldn't believe it. I said, yo, these people, they just can't take the L. They don't want to wave the white flag. But let me tell you one thing. 2025 is here. This is going to be the year that Microsoft is going to wave the white flag and say, yo, you know what? Because they've been saying it. Yeah, no red lines. Thou shalt not. We don't have anything on our library that says thou shalt not. That was my favorite line from Phil Spencer. Yo, he did it with that one. I swear he did it with that one. But this year I feel like they're going to put the stamp on it. They're going to be like, yes, our games are going to PlayStation. And they're probably going to ask, so you mean like Gears of War and Halo? And Phil's going to have to sit up there and say, yes, even Halo and Gears. This is going to be the year. Get ready. But let's continue on to the next topic. I got more juicy news. Anyways, let's get on with this one right here. Because this is for all my haters that are hating on Intergalactic. This is for you. I wanted to read this to you. This shout outs to Odie. All right. He says, I just wanted to test Uncharted 4. See how it holds up after I keep seeing posters about it here. If released as it was, it could have won Game of the Year last year. This is how he feels about the game. Why does Naughty Dog release games that are so polished? Several hours later, I am in Madagascar. I noticed the way they handled global illumination is really good in this game. Here, the bounce light from the light that hit the floor bounces onto him. I initially thought it's screen space GI, but it works even when the light source is not in the camera. Very clever how they have these technical achievements that are built to make a console shoot way beyond its specs in terms of overall look and feel. John is right when he says it beats games like Space Marine 2 visually and many more games. I mean, my goodness. Let's keep going. It's a testament to Naughty Dog's incredible talent. The engineers and artists cooked. This gen, we have not yet played many games at this level of polish, Sadly, I hope from this year we get genuinely impressive PS5 and Series X games that can't be outdone by a PS4 game that's been upgraded. Time to see what is truly next gen about action adventure games that will have the same leap in quality that Uncharted 4 had for the PS4. I mean, damn. It's scary hours out here, people. Shout outs to the one and only Mark Cerny for allowing Naughty Dog to create such a masterpiece such as Uncharted 4. You see, a Naughty Dog is able to do all these things and was able to create Uncharted 4 and have all these things that he mentions in this paragraph here because Mark Cerny created the console with the technology in order for him to achieve these things. Okay, now you listen to him saying all of this, and this is for Uncharted 4. He's saying that if this game released today last year, that this game could have won Game of the Year last year. That's how good he's saying that this game is. Now, could you imagine how Intergalactic is going to make him feel? Could you imagine? I cannot wait for Intergalactic. And I know all the haters can't wait either. Because all they doing is straight capping. That's all they doing. It's capping. Because you could easily see, just because of the protagonist, you're going to like count out Naughty Dog. It doesn't make any sense. And it's clearly something's going down. Because in the trailer, after she shaves her head off, when she's walking by, you could see the pictures on the wall. And she clearly has hair on her head. She wasn't bald. Like, that wasn't her style prior to what happened. Something must have went down, obviously. Now, she's shaving her head off. She's getting busy. She's a bounty hunter. She said, yo, this is going to take all of me in order for me to complete whatever it is that she's doing. She's putting her game face on. When you putting a game face on, you block everything away. When you're in competition and you're a competitor and it's game time, you putting your game face on, you don't know what you're capable of. She's like, yo, I'm shaving my hair off. It's go time. I'm going to go look for whatever's going on, and I'm going to find it, and I'm going to destroy it. It's Naughty Dog, people. No, excuse me. Naughty Dog. I believe it was Sean Layden that said it. I think it was Sean Layden. Naughty Dog gets first dibs. This is the top of the line. Like I told you before, Naughty Dog is top of the line. Shout out to Tito el Bambino. When Mark Cerny creates the console, when it's time for the dev kits to be released, and think about it, this is in-house. This is for the PlayStation Studios. Sean Layden says, obviously, yeah, Naughty Dog gets first dibs. Why? Because they're number one. And mind you, Santa Monica's there, Insomniac is there, everybody's there. But like I told you, when Naughty Dog walks in the building, you need to step to the side. You need to move. Okay? They get first dibs. They're all lining up as outside of Mark Cerny's office for the deaf kids. They're waiting. Neil Druckmann is walking by like, yo, what's good? Yo, Santa Monica, what's good? Yo, what's good with you? Yo, we chilling tonight, right or not? Nah, I can't go out. Why you always staying home, bro? What's up with you? Let's chill. Yo, Insomnia, what y'all doing? We chilling or what? Yo, I saw what y'all did yesterday. Yo, that was crazy. Yo, when you text me, I was sleeping, right? But when I woke up, y'all ready? I was like, yo, that's crazy. You coming through tonight though or not? Nah, I knew you wasn't gonna go. I know Housemark. Yo, Housemark, y'all coming through, right? Yeah, we out there. Yeah, we out there. Yo, I'll be back real quick. I gotta go see what's going on in Mark Cerny's office. Neil Druckmann don't even knock on Mark Cerny's door. He opened it. Yo, Mark, you good? Huh? I said, yo, you good? We talking or what? Oh yeah, close the door. Yo, I'ma holler at you. Yo, hit me up later. You heard? Because I got something to tell you later. All right. Close that door. It's go time. That's how this thing goes. Naughty Dog is numero uno. Let's keep going. All right. I only got like 2 more news to share with you. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. This is reminder. 3 months ago, Microsoft reached out to the game developers because they wanted to know why some are avoiding Xbox. Remember? This just happened 3 months ago. They all have told Phil Spencer and them that is because that damn Series S. We can't work with that. I don't understand. What people like, why are people trying to make the Series S be something greater than it's not a good next gen console? The console is trash. Throw it out. It's trash. And then they want to sit here and act like people are lying. And this was 3 months ago, and 3 months ago, developers were telling them, yo, it's that Series S. The shit is trash. Bro, we can't do nothing with that. You missed out on the Game of the Year, Baldur's Gate, out the gate last year. And this year, you missed out on another Game of the Year, Black Myth, which I told you, which swept the Golden Joystick Awards this year, and it swept the Steam Awards this year. The only one that didn't win was the Game Awards, when I told you I should have won. It's the clear-cut Game of the Year. So you missed 2 Game of the Years on your console because of the Series S. Let's move on. It's ridiculous. Yo, first of all, and mind you, these are AAA games, and these will all be running on the Series S. So these games are not going to have any issues on the Series S. You know why? Somebody go tell Mr. April Fools over there. Since he didn't like running games at 30 frames. You know he had a big announcement on his channel because he was dissing Starfield because he couldn't understand why the games was coming at 30 frames per second in the year 2023. You know that? Okay. So now somebody go tell Mr. April Fools that these games that he's seeing on his screen right here, they coming in hot with some juicy 30 frames per second. That's why these games are going to be on the Series S. I explained to you the Machine Games situation. So shout outs to Machine Games. I know they had to put in some serious work to make that game run 60 on the Series S. But you know, it's a Disney IP on the line. You know, they got to keep that relationship going. So you know they was in the lab cooking hard body trying to make that work. But shout outs to them because they actually did it. Let's keep going. Shout outs Hip Hop Gamer. Let's keep going to the final news of the video. Here we are, people. Let me pause this real quick. Now, let me tell you something, right? Let me big this up. Here we are. The whole, rumor was that, Xbox is coming out with a handheld this year. That's what everybody's talking about, right? That's what everybody's talking about. And here we are today on the second day of 2025. And Atari comes straight out the gate and announces their new gaming handheld. I mean, my goodness. What I keep telling y'all, what for Xbox and Microsoft, what could go wrong will go wrong. I keep telling you. It's like the Dallas Cowboys. What could go wrong will go wrong. There's no way around it. And it's like the Los Angeles Clippers. Now thinking about it, the owner of the Clippers is none other than Steve Ballmer. Now thinking about it, oh my goodness. No wonder this team has so much bad luck. What could go wrong will go wrong. Now let's continue on here. Let me show you the new Atari handheld. Let's roll it, please. I mean, y'all let me know. That looked fire to me. I'm not even going front. That looked fire. But that's not even the issue here. You see, think about this, right? Now we have a new player in the handheld gaming space. We already and first of all, these handhelds ain't even selling like that. I just want to put that out there, okay? The PlayStation Portal just has 1 year out and it already sold 2 million. I believe the Steam Deck only has been out for way longer and only sold like 4 million, I believe. Don't quote me on that. I'm gonna look into it, but it's not that much. But let's get back to this here. Now we have the Steam Deck, we have the ROG, we have the Lenovo, we have the MSI, and now introducing the new player in the game, the Atari. Jumped the gun and came out before Microsoft was able to announce theirs. Now we don't know the capabilities that this one is gonna have, right? But it's still a handheld. It's in competition with your Microsoft handheld. So now you people are gonna start looking and they're just gonna start YouTubing to see, because right now it's gonna be all about preference and it's a style and which one fits you the best, which one you like as far as the way it looks. You might want to try it out to see how it fits, like on your hands and things like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be at this point, it's gonna be about preference. Which one do you like the most? So now you think about Microsoft. When because it's still a if, because these are just rumors, okay? We still don't know if it's even a handheld. We don't know. But if it's the handheld. What are you bringing that's gonna be so different from the rest of them? I don't know the answer. I still don't have the answer for that. I don't know. So what is it that's, and what, first of all, what is it that's gonna make you stand out from the rest of them? And then second, what makes you think after having all this competition, and in this competition that we have some great ones like the Steam Deck and the ROG LIX that are actually some good ones, and even those ain't selling like that. So what makes you think that you're gonna come in here and all of a sudden start selling like 20 million handhelds out of nowhere, like if you it? So I don't know what's going on here. I mean, I really don't. It's crazy how this just Atari just comes out of nowhere. And please, somebody find me if someone had an Atari gaming handheld, you know, coming out as far as the rumors went and things, like if people were actually talking about this last year. I don't know, but if you do, let me know. But they just come out of nowhere, steal the shine from Microsoft, and here we are. They're coming out with their own handheld. It's crazy. You see, PlayStation did it the right way because they put it as an accessory to the console. Okay, now they see how good it's selling as an accessory. Now they might decide to create their own handheld or do what they got to do, whatever. But I'm pretty sure if PlayStation comes out with a dedicated handheld, it will be different from the rest. Because I know Sony's not going to come in here and just try to fit in with the rest. Like, they're going to have to bring something different, and I know they will. But as far as Microsoft, I don't know what it is that they're trying to do. I don't. Anyways, that's all I got for y'all here today, people. I hope y'all enjoyed this video right here. Shout out to everybody. Salute to everybody. And just remember, I'm so high for PS5. I'm gone.